The reason I'm sitting here today is because on April 9th, we had a serious breach of public trust. I'd like to again apologize to Dr. Dow, to his family, to every person on that flight, 3411, and of course to all our customers and employees worldwide. Further, I'm personally sorry for the fact that my immediate response and the response of our airline was inadequate to that moment. No customer, no individual should ever be treated the way Mr. Dow was, ever, and we understand that. For the last 3 weeks, I have spent literally every single day thinking about how we got to this point. What chain of events culminates in the injury of a customer and the loss of trust and so many more. And so last week, on April 27th, we delivered on our promise to release an analysis of sorts about what happened, where we fell short, and the actions we need to take to change the customer experience at United, as all of you have so wonderfully articulated. From our perspective, there were many failures, but there were 4 main failures that we outlined in this report. First, we called on law enforcement when safety or security did not exist. That should never happen, period. Second, we rebooked crew at the very last minute. We created a situation at our own doing that we should never done. And third, we didn't offer enough compensation or enough incentivize or any options for those customers to give up a seat. And therefore, and perhaps the largest failure, our employees did not have the authority to do what was right or to use, frankly, their common sense, as some of you outlined. And in that moment, for our customers and our company, we failed. And so, as CEO, at the end of the day, that is on me. And this has to be a turning point for the 87,000 people and professionals here at United. And it is my mission to make sure that we make the changes needed to provide our customers with the highest levels of service, of course, that you come to respect, reliability, but also, as some of you meant, a deeper sense of respect and trust and dignity. Our report announced several immediate and some long-term changes that we will, at first, completely prevent an issue like this from ever happening again. And second, improve the overall United experience, not just today, but into the future. For example, unless safety or security are an issue, we will never again ask a customer to give up their seat once they're on board. Simple common sense. Or ask law enforcement to remove a customer from a flight. Second, we've already taken, as we constantly do, a relook and a reevaluation of our overbooking policies, although that wasn't a factor necessarily in this case. It is something that we chose to reevaluate, and so we have reduced it. And if faced with an overbooked situation, which will indeed occur in certain instances for many, many factors, we will identify volunteers earlier when we can, and more importantly, offer incentives up to $10,000, because again, common sense says that you can't stop at a number. If no one's moving to their seat, you have to give them something more, and even more importantly, offer them options for travel on top of that. And that's the combination of things that we do. And of course, we're not going to move our own crew, our own folks around unless schedule those 60 minutes before departure so we don't have the same situation that happened. And then, as an added additional policy review that really had nothing to do with a particular incident, we've eliminated the red tape around permanently lost bags by instituting a no-question-asked $1,500 reimbursement for permanently lost luggage. And later this year, we will roll out a new app on our phones that will give frontline employees the ability to compensate customers proactively when service disruptions occur. If we break it, it's incumbent upon us to fix it. And that's the intent of the work that we're doing. So these changes are just a start. We understand that. I also know we need to do a better job of solving problems in the moment and making travel smoother and easier for our customers when challenges arise. And challenges often arise, some beyond our control, some well within our control. But it's incumbent upon us to solve those as best as possible. When I became CEO 18 months ago, I promised we would make United the best airline, not only for our customers to fly, but for our employees to work with. I said it because I believe in this company, a company that's been in business since the earliest days of aviation. That's almost a century of flying. In fact, at this very moment, there are 600 to 700 United planes in the air, carrying hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. And before the day is done, we will take off and land almost 4,500 times. And by the end of this year, we will carry 86 million people to 53 countries around the globe. It has become routine to be in Washington today and in China tomorrow. Our United team, along with many of us in the industry, have truly made that extraordinary feat of moving around the world We've made it ordinary and routine. And we had a horrible failure 3 weeks ago. It is not who we are. It is not this company. And then, frankly, it's not this industry. It is, we have many, many successes, and it's important to note the two. But we're here to discuss certain issues that won't happen again. So we will work incredibly hard to re-earn not your business necessarily, but your trust, because that's the most important thing that we have with our customers all around the world. And more importantly, as we've proven over the course of the last week, our actions will speak definitely longer than our words. We will do better. And so I thank you, and Scott and I look forward to answering any questions you may have. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Munoz. Mr. Sprague.